We're flying EasyJet from Stansted to Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia. After 2 days here, we'll be heading up to Lake Bled. We're staying at the Central Hotel, which is just a few minutes' walk from the old city centre. The Union Hotel is Ljubljana's oldest and poshest. Prestolov Square is at one end of the unusual triple bridge. Across the bridge we can see the heart of the old town and Ljubljana Castle. Looking back over the bridge we can see the Franciscan church, which never seemed to be open while we were there. The Ljubljanska River. The town hall is from the early 18th century. Congress Square is a pleasant, leafy, open area. On one side is one of the old university buildings. On another, the Philharmonic Hall. And on a third side, the Ursuline Church. The riverbanks are home to many nice cafes and restaurants. This bridge is called Cobbler's Bridge. Ljubljana's market includes these Greco-Roman style colonnades, built only in the 1940s. The market itself is quite large and has all kinds of produce. Nearby is the funicular that takes you up to Ljubljana Castle. This isn't a ruin, it's been rebuilt as a modern public amenity. From the tower there are views of the castle itself as well as Ljubljana. Inside one of the towers is the wine cellar for the restaurant Strelec, where we had dinner one evening. The Chapel of St. George. Heading back down, and we arrive not far from the cathedral. The bronze door, installed in 1996, apparently shows bishops of Ljubljana. The church dates mainly from around 1700, and inside is a good example of Baroque decoration. A river cruise costs €10 and starts from near the Triple Bridge. Approaching Cobbler's Bridge, we pass a modern art installation. Our boat has turned round and is heading back to the starting point. We booked a half-day trip to the Postojna Caves, south of Ljubljana, about halfway to the coast. The visit starts with a train ride into the depths of the mountain. This is claimed to be the most visited cave system in the world. We leave the train and have to walk uphill for a bit, where the guide gives us some information. The Russian bridge was originally built by Russian prisoners of war during the First World War. There's the Russian bridge again. And time to head for the daylight. Our second visit is to Predjama Castle, a medieval castle built into a natural cave in the mountainside. It doesn't seem a very comfortable or welcoming place. This leads to a secret passage, useful in times of siege. Back out into the daylight again, and back to Ljubljana. The following afternoon we transfer to Lake Bled and the Hotel Park. The oldest part of Bled Castle is probably over 1,000 years old. It's possible to walk all the way around the lake on the level. The Pletna boats can take 20 people at a time to the island in the lake, but the boatmen will wait until they have a full load before they set out. That's a summer toboggan run. For €2.30 each, there's a local bus that takes you once a day to the Vintgar Gorge. With its walkways and level paths, this beautiful 1.6 kilometre gorge is easily accessible. Time to head back. Next day we've booked a coach tour to Lake Bochin. This is about 45 minutes from Bled, and the first thing we do is get the cable car up Mount Vogel to take in the views. Next, it's off to the village at the eastern end of the lake and its ancient church. It has a sort of market hall attached to the porch. The nave is the oldest part of the church and is probably over 800 years old. The oldest frescoes in the church date from about 1300. The newest ones are probably from the late 16th century. Back outside for a look at the lake while we wait for our bus to return and take us back. We have one final morning in Bled before our transfer to the airport and home, and it's a Sunday morning, so the church bells are ringing.